All right, good morning. I hope you have been having a good sleep and a good day so far. So today we are going to do quadratic vertex form. But before that, let's take a look at standard form. Standard form is the form that we are so used to do it through factoring. We have ax squared plus bx plus c. It goes in an order that we started out with the power 2, the one with no power, and then x's, the one with just x with the power 1, and the one with no power, no x's at all. So this is x squared plus bx plus c. With vertex form, it's very similar like that. And the formula is right here. Now, sometimes you don't have to memorize the formula, but you have to remember something special about this formula. This formula both have a, but they both have the one that is something in similar. And then they also have power 2, because this is quadratic. Now, the only difference with this formula going to be our h and k. Then the question is, what is h and k going to be? So get what? It's going to be our vertex. So what we're going to do right now, I'm going to write it down. Our vertex is h and k. The question here is simply going to ask, write each equation in vertex form. So right now they gave us our standard form. From the standard form, all we really care is what is the same with the a. So from here, I can write it down that a equal 1. Being the number in front of x squared, a equal 1. Now, if I be able to find h and k, then I will complete this formula. All I need to do now is h and k. I already know a already. I have to find h and k. So as simple as going to grab them, that's what we're going to do now. So I'm gonna go to the calculator. I always press home, and then we're going to press on home. Choose this one right here, and then it'll give me the graph. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to grab x squared, to type it in exactly the way they look. So x squared minus 6x, and then plus a. Now, as you can see, you will be able to find your vertex right there, right? At the lower points on the face. This one, we can clearly read them. Very, very simple to read. That's going to be 3 and -1. So vertex is 3 and -1. If you are in doubt, we always gonna be able to go on menu, file, trace, and run menu file 1. And you can try till they go there, and they will say minimum at 3 -1, just like what we just have. So what you're going to do now, let's do a quick sketch on this paper. We got 3 and -1. So 3 and -1, and let me see. If we grab them, make sure that we focus on special point. So we have two solutions. We got a 0 at 2 and another 0 obviously going to be at 4. So here we go. So those are the special points that we can plot on the graph. So I have 2 and 4. I have the picture right there with 3 of them. I'm going to connect them. The only thing we need is 3 and -1. So I'm going to plug it in the form that we just have. Given our a going to be 1, we already know that from here, a equal 1. Our vertex is 3 and -1. This is h and k. So our h going to be 3. So let me rewrite everything the same. I'm just plugged it in the number. So our h right now is 3. So I will put 3 right here. Our k going to be -1. So I put -1. I just plugged it in, right? It's just the process of plugged it in. So here we go. While we have that, we're going to simplify to make our life less complicated. If this is 1, we don't really have to write it. So I can keep x minus 3 squared. A plus and a minus going to give me a minus. That's going to be x equal -1, just like that. So this is the this is the vertex form. If I want to know if I'm correct or not, I can go back to my graph that I already have. And all I have to do right here, I'm going to hit tab. And I'm going to type, I'm going to hit tab. I will type x minus 3 square minus 1. And that exactly overlap. That's telling us that we did it correctly. Okay, so I hope that makes sense to you. Let's try one more, and we're going to do with the second one. Excuse me. I got choked on water. Okay, so we have A, B, and C. Our A being the number in front of us again. So this is gonna be -1. Okay, I'm gonna write the formulas again. A x minus h squared plus k, being h and k is our vertex. So let's go ahead and find our vertex. So what are we gonna do now? Let's grab them. If you're already in the graph, you can hit Control Doc to open a new document, a new page, like you have a new tab on your browser. So right now I'm gonna go to graph. I will type the equation I just had. The equations in negative. Make sure that you change b to x in the calculator. So negative x, I already forgot. So minus 4x, and then plus 1. You see, we don't remember a lot of what we do, so make sure you take note. And then I'm gonna press enter. So as you can see, our A being negative, the graph going to be a set phase. So the graph will open down for that example because our A equal -1. Sometimes we have good day and we have bad day. But here we go, it's okay, part of life. We're gonna read the points up there. If you can just read it yourself, that's super cool. You know your number, you know your coordinate. So the vertex gonna be up here. We're gonna tell that's gonna be -2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 5. So here we go. That's the -2 and 5. That is our vertex. Now that we already know our vertex, I'm gonna plug it in. Let me go back to this one. So from that picture, we know our vertex is -2 and 5. I'm gonna put h and k. This is our vertex. From this equation, I know a equal -1, being the number in front of b squared. So that's -1. I'm going using all of this to plug in the formula. And then I'm going to have a being -1. Plug it in. H being -2. This is the negative in the formula. And then BH will be -2. And then K, I going to have +5. So I really just plug it in, right? I don't do anything special than that. Now we're gonna simplify our work a little bit. A -1, you can just keep it at a negative is okay. Negative and a negative going to giving us a positive. So it's gonna be x plus 2 square and then plus 5. That's it. So that is how we find our vertex form just by plugging it in. And then again, you can always double check your work by go over here and check them. I'm gonna hit tab. I already have the equation. And then I'm going to put negative and then x plus 2. And then I'm going to hit square and then plus 5. Let's see if it overlap or not. Whoa, that's telling us that we did a great work because they both function right here. They exactly overlap. We see the standard form and then the vertex form. So that is how we do this. If the question doesn't give it a multiple choice, but life is so much easier now with multiple choice once you have it. So let's check it out. So why don't we do this next question? What is the vertex form of this function, right? You have an option to just do like what I just did, or you can just grab and match. So right now, I'm just gonna show you this one. So we go into grab and match. It's easier now with the multiple choice and you already have the answer there. But if you wanna challenge yourself and plug in the number yourself, you are of course more than welcome to do that. Again, I'm gonna hit Control Doc to open a new equation. I'm gonna hit on graph. Get what the graph gonna be. It's going to be open up or open down, what do you think? It's gonna be -x squared and then minus 4x plus 1. The graph going to be a set phase, is open down. So through the process of elimination, I can cross out some answer choice that doesn't work. What answer choice that? This one is positive. This one is also positive right here. So we're gonna cross it out, leaving us a 2 answer choice left to do. So which one is our answer? Check it out. So we have answer choice A. We can, I'm going to hit, I'm going to hit tab. And then I will grab answer choice A, negative x plus 2 square minus 5. Well, it doesn't match. So obviously that's not the answer. So get what the answer going to be? The answer going to be D, right? So I'm going to tap again. I can come up and change to this one. I can hit tap and they exactly overlap. So that's another way for you to check them if they giving you multiple choice. Life is so much easier now, but the D will be the answer and that's how you do it. You can scan the graph and you can see for yourself our vertex. The vertex is up here, so it's going to be -2 and 5, -2 and 5. So check in this answer, we have vertex -2 and 5. Our vertex is, oh, not a good picture at all, -2 and 5. For those of you who are interested in using the formula to plug it in, you can also do this as well. And you can see our A being -1, so -1 x. Our vertex is -2 and 5. It works the same way, you know, but sometimes it takes a time to look at it. This H is going to be -2, so I put -2 right here. Case is 5. So now I'm going to have -1 or just negative. A minus and a minus give you a plus, so x plus 2 square. And then we keep plus 5 because we only have one side. If you have two sides, you got to clear it. And that's the reason why you get this, okay? So either do by hand, either do by calculator, they all work. How about the next question? Which of the following equation have a root at, how much is this? -5 and 3, okay? I like to draw, so I would draw it out. I have -5 right here. And then I have 3. It doesn't have to be perfect. They have a vertex at -1 and -16. Ooh, somewhere down here. So -1 and -16. I kind of connect the dots so I can have a picture like this. It gives me an idea that the graph is open up, right? When you open up, it's like a smiley face. You are happy. If you're happy, you know it, then you're gonna smile. When you smile, the graph gonna open up. Your A have to be positive. So given me answer choice A and answer choice C is out of the way. Process of elimination is very important. So right now what we're going to do is grab the first picture to see if it's matching or not. I have to control dock again. I'm gonna go to graph and I'm going to try to grab answer choice B. Answer choice B say x squared plus 2x plus 15. Oh, I don't see anything. If you don't see anything, you might want to do a zoom. So menu window and zoom out to make it a little bit. But either way, you can see, does it look like anything look like the picture we have? No, right? So obviously it's not the answer. So D is the answer. So let's check it out again. I'm going to change it to minus. Do we have what we have? So let's take a look. Menu, window, zoom. I'm going to zoom out again. Go back to I can read the point by simply doing, if you can't see the point yourself, you can try menu 5-1 to trace, and then you could go all the way and trace. Keep going, almost there. Oh, we passed it. So we have the first 0. Check it out. It's the first 0 at 3. Would we do that? Check it out, our next minimum. That's gonna be our -1, -16. We have that. Keep going again. Boom, we have -5. So that's having everything. We have -5 and 3 and a vertex at -1 and -16. Okay. I'm pretty sure number 3, you can do exactly the same thing and you'll be able to find the answer as well. I believe in you. So I hope you have a wonderful day and take note. Please do the Google form and submit this note together for 100. Okay, have a great day and have fun at doing what you love to do.